Look, I did a lot of wrongs and I'm tryna make them right. They think I just changed, I didn't rest like many nights. Angels with me ready, posted up medieval nights. I need you a class and some brains, he got no type. Too many tears account when I repented for my life. Gave my life to Christ cause he the way, the truth, the light. You know how I'm moving, I heard he said to the right. My regrets made me a man, yeah, hurt, but it's alright. Thuggin', I'm on that corner for them roads, I need them white. I was a caged bird, but it's cool, I'm taking flight. I serve the most high, you 6 foot and you think you touch his height. Predecessor type time and I've been using all my might. I know my time coming, so be patient, ain't no mites. MLK with a dot again, if he saw us use our rights. Put a 10 up on my eyelid.
That's holy, he called us special, right? He called us superior. But the thing about it is that if you're not acting that way, then it don't really mean much, now do it. Because if the Most High empowers us with something and we cast it off to the side, then that just makes us like everybody else. You watch Power, right? The series Power. Now, Jid ain't really have no reason to run to the streets, right? His old boy was in the streets. He had bread. He could have lived his life. Cool, right? But he wanted to be down so bad, right? You from here, right? You from Miami? Yeah. He wanted to be down so bad that he forced himself into a lifestyle that he didn't need, right? Now, we'll look at him and say, Jid gooped out. Because he ain't had to do that. But he wanted to be down so bad, now he's in a life where he don't really understand. He thought it was all fun and games until he got into it a little bit more and realized, damn, I'm on out. Which is the same thought his old boy had. The reason why I'm bringing it up is because we strive to live a life that we don't fully understand the repercussions of. We think it's all fun and games because we see the white man do it or the Chinese man do it or somebody else do it. But the Most High God deals with us in a different way than he deals with them. So I want to drive from that point because everything that he's bringing to you, it's not something that, it's a suggestion. It's a commandment from the Lord. So when you don't do it, there has to be a repercussion. That's how commandments work. Read that.
The book of Exodus chapter 15 and verse 3.
Read out.
The Most High is a man of war.
He's a man of what?
Is a man of war.
Read.
Yahweh is his name.
The Most High God is a man of war. The Most High likes to see fights. He likes to see people overcome the very thing that is opposing them. Let me second Esdras chapter 7 and verse 56. Now, what do you believe is opposing the children of Israel? Because the Most High is a man of war. He created us to be the most special people on earth. Now, to whom much is given, much is required. He's not just going to allow us to have a cakewalk, right? We going to show the Most High's power through our obedience to him. So what is it that we have to fight against? That's my question to you. What are we fighting against as the Israelites? You say evil, right? Yes. Now, that evil has a more detailed term, which would be considered sin. So everything that goes against our laws that God gave us is considered sin. So now I want to put that in perspective from one of our forefathers, right? Ezra, he's speaking to an angel and he's asking the angel a whole bunch of questions about if we're the chosen people, why is it that we're suffering on the earth? Because it don't make sense. We're saying that we're holy, chosen, and superior, yet we live in the slums and the ghettos. Our father ain't in the house. Every corner store got ingredients that if we had some type of scientific background, we would know that's not supposed to be going in our bodies, right? Our women, they want to seek to whore themselves out. Our men want to live for fame and status. We have no type of concrete objectives in our life. Everything is just a facade and vanity. Read.
The book of 2nd Esdras chapter 7 and verse 56.
Bring it out.
For while we lived and committed iniquity,
For while we lived and committed sin, read.
we considered not
We
that
what?
we considered not
We never considered, read.
that we should begin to suffer
That we
for
shall
it
begin to suffer for it when?
after death.
After what?
After death.
Because everybody say, I smoked cigarettes all my life and I'm 88 years old and I never went to the doctor for it. Okay, cool, right? But it's a judgment after death. Man, I've been with all these women, I ain't never cashed nothing yet, man. God bless me. Okay, cool. But it's a judgment for being a fornicator. It's a judgment for being an adulteress. So when we look and we see people living a life and we wonder, well, why he not suffering if he's sinning? Well, why he not? The scriptures let you know the Most High will give you over to that for your destruction later.
Right.
The joke is on you, but we think it's living. When we use that term, I just want to live, it usually includes money, fame, and women. That's what we call living. We see somebody on Instagram post that, oh, that boy living. No, he not. No, he not. Because the Most High gonna see about him once he leave this earth and nobody else is praising him because he's dead now. Right. It's on to the next brother who had what he had. But now, guess what? He got to go meet the man. The very man he never considered he was going to have to deal with while he was living this life. Read.
Verse 57. Then answered he me,
right,
and said, this is the condition of the battle.
So the angel is answering Ezra. He said, this is the condition of the battle. It's one thing to know how to throw a punch, right? It's one thing to know how to fight. Niggas in the hood can throw punches all day. But when you go into that MMA and boxing ring, it's a different animal, right? So in keeping these commandments, you start to learn the technique behind the fight. You start to learn how to defend yourself, so to speak. Read.
Which man?
Which what?
Which man?
Read.
That is born upon the earth shall fight.
Shall what?
Shall fight.
So he said, this is the condition of the battle. That man that is born upon the earth shall fight. So Shamar, you want to fight. But the thing about it is, do you even know who your adversary is? And if you do know who your adversary is, do you know how to beat him? Do you know his tactics? Because you in the fight, whether you like it or not. You're a man born upon the earth. But this whole time it's a fight going on. You don't even know what's going on. So you getting hit, you wondering where that's coming from. You don't even know where to look. You don't even know what to think. Because you didn't even know there was a fight going on. Read.
That if he be overcome.
That what?
That if he be overcome.
If you lose this fight, read.
He shall suffer.
He shall what?
He shall suffer.
He shall suffer, read.
As thou hast said.
As what?
As thou hast said.
Because remember, reverse before it, Ezra said that man doesn't even consider that the things that he does, which is the iniquity, he's going to have to suffer. So you committing iniquity equates to you being overcome. So now we got to ask ourselves, who is trying to overcome me? And what does that look like? Because if I be overcome, I suffer. If I'm overcome, I suffer. That's the consequence of losing. Remember, the Most High is a God of war. He's a man of war. He wants to see a fight. Read.
But if he get the victory.
But if you get the victory, read.
He shall receive the thing that I say.
He shall what?
He shall receive the thing that I say.
He shall receive the thing that I say. Read.
For this is the life.
For this is the what?
For this is the life.
Read.
Whereof Moses spake unto the people while he lived. Saying.
Saying what?
Choose thee life.
Saying what?
Choose thee life.
Saying choose thee life. Read.
That thou mayest live.
That thou mayest what?
That thou mayest live.
That thou mayest live. So he says, if you overcome and you get the victory, you're going to receive that paradise. You're going to receive that salvation. And this is the life that Moses spoke about, saying, choose ye life. So the thing that you have to use is something that Moses referred to. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 14. So now let's go back to Moses and see what Moses was speaking about when he said choose life. Because that's going to be the thing that you have to use in order to overcome this adversary. Deuteronomy chapter 30 verse 14.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 14.
Bring it on.
But the word is very nigh unto thee.
It says the word of the Most High is very nigh unto us. We got it right here. Read.
In thy mouth. And in thy heart.
Read.
That thou mayest do it. See, I have set before thee this day.
Right.
Life and good.
Life and good. Read.
And death and evil. And death and evil.
Read.
In that I command thee this day to love the Most High thy power, to walk in his ways.
Read.
And to keep his commandments.
And to do what?
And to keep his commandments.
Read.
And his statutes. And his judgments.
Read.
That thou mayest live and multiply. And the Most High thy power shall bless thee in the land whither thou go to possess it.
Read.
But if thine heart turn away.
If our heart turn away, read.
So that thou wilt not hear. But shall be drawn away and worship other gods.
Right.
And serve them.
Read.
I denounce unto you this day.
Read.
that ye shall surely perish.
That we shall what?
That ye shall surely perish.
So the angel that was speaking to Ezra isn't saying anything that Moses, hundreds of years before, was saying to our people. It all goes back to the keeping of the commandments. Now I'm going to show you a flawless fight between the greatest man of our nation, the Son of the Most High God, and Satan himself. Give me Matthew chapter 4 and verse 1. I'm going to show you exactly what it is, how to fight this fight. Because remember, if you lose, you got to what? You suffer. If you lose, it's a consequence for losing. You are literally fighting for your life. And I don't see you as a man that's just going to lay down and just take an L. I don't see you as that type of brother. If you know that your life is on the line, I'm pretty sure you're going to put up a fight. But you got to know how to do it. Because the person who fighting you, he been at this for a real long time since the beginning now. Right? He done got a lot of people to bite that bullet. Read.
The book of Matthew chapter 4 verse 1.
Read out.
Then was Jesus led up of the Spirit, into the wilderness.
Read.
To be tempted of the devil.
To be what?
To be tempted of the devil.
So it's a fight going on, right? It's a spiritual battle going on between Christ and the devil. Read.
And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights,
Read.
he was afterward and hungered. And when the tempter came to him, he said, if thou be the Son of God,
right,
command that these stones be made bread.
He said, if you be the Son of God, let me see you make these stones turn into bread. Right? Read.
But he answered and said, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone.
Man shall what?
Man shall not live by bread alone.
Read.
But by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Most High.
So now, what was the tactic of Satan? What did Satan just try to use? Against Jesus. What did he try to use? He said, listen, if you be the Son of God, show me something. He's trying to what? He tried to bait him, right? He tried to bait him. He tried to bait him into self-exaltation, right? Into pride. Oh, you want to see something? I'll show you. But he said, listen, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of God. He went back to scripture. He used his father's words to fight against his adversary. So round one, go to Jesus. Read.
Then the devil taketh him up into the holy city.
He said, all right, that ain't work. I'm not done, though. I'm not just going to let you off that easy. Right? Okay, cool. It's been many people who resisted me once. But let me show you this. Right? I got something else you're going to like. Read.
And setteth him on a pinnacle of the temple.
Right.
And saith unto him, if thou be the Son of God,
right,
cast thyself down. For it is written, he shall give his angels charge concerning thee.
Right.
And in their hands they shall bear thee up.
Read.
Lest at any time thou dash thy foot against a stone. Jesus said unto him,
read,
it is written again.
It is what?
It is written again.
He's going back to things that are written. So if when the Satan is tempting Christ and Christ is referring back to things that are written, what should we do when Satan refer back to things that are written? Where are they written? In the scriptures. Right? You see how the fight is going on? How the battle is going on?
Shalom, shalom, family. This is your brother, Captain Asap. Listen, if you are in the Miami, Florida area and you would like to do the work of the Most High, send us an email to lozmdc12@gmail.com, or you can contact us via Instagram at THEELOZMiami. Shalom.
Standing in all black with them shields on post, watching, they all my brothers. Gold is precious, but loyalty is private. Harm on the mind might leave you like